Hello, everybody. I'm the Oregon Diecast guy, and this today is Oregon Diecast Racing. All right, folks. What I'd like to do is welcome you to Carfax Friday. All right. The subject of today's Carfax Friday is this purple 65 GTO, which was sent to me by Grateful Sam. He sent me this GTO and this red Firebird here. So we're going to get into that later on. But I wanted to show you guys this 65 that he sent me. This is a purple Spectra Flame. All right, with Redline custom wheels. It was the second gift set of cars that I received. So this one is, and I love Spectra Flame, man. Metal on metal. This is this one was manufactured in 05. I checked it out on Fandom. Anyway, before I get into it, I want to thank you guys for joining me today on Carfax Friday. I apologize that it's a day late. I was a day behind. What do they say? A day late and a dollar short. But anyway, I thought all day today was Thursday. We came home from the store and I told Dame, I said, I got to get in the garage and shoot Carfax Friday, get it edited, and have it up by tomorrow morning so that everybody has it on time. She was like, today's Friday. I was like, today's Friday? What the heck? Anyway, I've been out in the garden this week, and if you guys know me, my back goes in and out. So if I put in a day's work in the garden, I'm down the next day. And I've been out there all week, so I've been up and down all week and just lost track of the days. So I apologize, guys. You guys are getting this Saturday morning instead of Friday. But before we get into the Carfax, I want to remind you guys to join me for Sizzling Sunday. This is the lineup that we have for the Intergalactic Wormhole. Okay. So join me for that. Then we have Mail Call Monday. We have a package that was sent in by RWA Racing. So we're going to get into that on Monday. So don't forget to join us for Sizzling Sunday and Mail Call Monday. All right, let's get into this 65 GTO. All right, I'm gonna give you the Hot Wheels side of it first, and then I'll give you the car side of it, like the car culture side of it. I'll say that. All right, the Pontiac GTO is a muscle car manufactured by Pontiac division of General Motors between 1964 and 1974 and 2004 to 2006. I wasn't a fan of those GTOs, the 2004 to 2006 GTOs. They didn't have this, they looked like they were made in 2004 and 2006. All right. The GTO received a new stacked headlights style for the 1965 model. All right. Which you guys see right there. Oh, and oops, I knew I was going to do that. Check this out. I found a pic of Reckless Reggie's GTO. See the stacked headlights? 1965, baby. Anyway, that was Slingshot Shawnee when he was, probably 3 years old. But I think Reckless Reggie wasn't so reckless, and I spell it WRECKLESS, but he was reckless. He wound up totaling that car. I remember him telling me that was his favorite car. But then he went and got the white Firebird, which I'll get into later on. Anyway, guys, I have an interesting story about this guy that not too many people know. And I didn't know until 2021, 5 years ago. But, I call him Dad. but biologically, he's my uncle. I didn't find that out until later. My father went into the Marine Corps during Nam to escape my mother's Sicilian family. So he thought war in Vietnam was a whole lot safer than being out on the streets. And by the time he came out of the Marine Corps, I was too much a part of Reggie's life for him to let go. So it's kind of bringing tears to my eyes right now just thinking about it. But he was a good guy and he never told me. He kept that secret to his deathbed, and I didn't find out until my uncle died. He told me on his deathbed that he was my father, and kind of always had a a closeness to him that was different than mine and Reggie's. It felt more of a fatherly type vibe. Reggie was a coach and a mentor. This guy, the things that he taught me growing up has kept me out of jail and helped me to raise my daughters the best that I could. But I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, this one's a special one. So, Grateful Sam, you got me with this one, buddy. Anyway, let me get on with the car facts. I'm gonna write a book about this guy. That's what I'm gonna do. He always taught me that legacy was the most important thing in life, and making a good name for yourself. And he made a good name for himself in my eyes. Might be different in other people's eyes, but this guy is my hero. Anyway, the GTO received a new stacked headlight style for the 65 model year, which I already stated. I could barely see this thing through my tears in my eyes. Added an improvised 389 engine rated at 360 horsepower, which recorded a record 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.8 seconds in the standing quarter mile, okay? And an observed top speed of 114 miles an hour, making this car a treasure hunt of its own for the would-be owners of the Pontiac line of cars. This casting has also been named the 64 Pontiac GTO, which would be an incorrect designator due to the configuration of the headlights. It would not be until 2006 before an actual 64 Pontiac GTO casting would be produced, also designed by Larry Wood. Larry Wood designed some awesome cars. All right. The 65 Pontiac GTO has been released in the following 1/64 scale versions. All right. It initially came out in the Auto Affinity Cool and Custom line back in 2004. This one right here, I found the Spectre Flame Bright Purple. All right. If you guys go to Fandom, it has all of the specs on the cars that were made. So if you go right here, you can find your car. It gives you the kind of indicators. Okay, we know that mine is a 2004 or 2005 because it doesn't have the black grille, okay, and the silver trim around the windows. That's what was different between my purple one and the purple one found down here, the metallic purple. All right, the Ultra Hot series. So that's the difference in that. Now I'm gonna show you guys I'm gonna tell you guys what is happening on the street as far as the 65 Pontiac is concerned. We did an AI deep dive on it. All right, The 1965 Pontiac GTO is widely considered the car that solidified the American muscle car era. All right. So it had an important place in the American car culture. Transitioning from a stealthy options package into a certified automotive phenomenon. Following the massive underground success of the 1964 debut, Pontiac completely restyled the 1965 model with its iconic stacked vertical headlights and aggressive twin split grille, causing sales to skyrocket to over 75,000. Wow, they sold 75,000 of these. And I love that split grille. All right, I told you guys, my family rocked Pontiacs. My first new car was a Pontiac, but that was in 1989, and the Sunbird sucked by then. Pontiac was I think on the downturn then. Okay, powertrain and performance. The heart of the 65 GTO was the legendary 389 cubic inch V8. Buyers could choose between two main configurations from the factory. They can either choose the 4-barrel carburetor or the tri-power induction, which featured 3 2-barrel carburetors pushing 360 horsepower. The power was routed through a standard 3-speed manual or optional heavy-duty Muncie 4-speed manual or a 2-speed automatic transmission. A properly equipped tri-power 65 GTO could sprint from 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. This was an astonishing feat for that era. Okay, technically an option package for the mid-size Tempest Le Mans platform in 65. The GTO was available in, okay, so it just, in 3 distinct configurations. You can get the hardtop coupe, the convertible, or the sports coupe. Okay, I don't know what Reggie's is right there. I know it's not the convertible. I don't know if it's the hardtop coupe. Yeah, probably the most popular variant. That's probably the hardtop coupe. I don't think that's the sport coupe. But, okay. Okay, according to market trackers like Classics on AutoTrader, the 65 GTO ranges from roughly $38,500 for driver quality projects to upwards of $140,000 for concourse restored, numbers matching, tri-power convertibles. So they get specific on the 6-figure cars. Anyway, guys, I apologize for getting a little emotional on that Carfax, but you know, that's what these cars bring out in me, man. They bring out old family stories, good memories, and I'm making new good friendships. So thank you, Grateful Sam, for the trip down memory lane and for this awesome car, buddy. And I apologize once again for being late and giving you guys this on Saturday morning instead of Friday morning. You know, what can I say? I'm getting old and I tend to do more than what my body can handle sometimes. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Please join me for a Sizzling Sunday and Mail Call Monday. Anyway, I'm the Oregon Diecast guy, and I'm signing out for Oregon Diecast Racing. Peace, guys. Stop recording.